Hey everybody, it's Steve and welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Soul Care Storytelling Edition. And I remind you that storytelling is good for the soul. Story listening is good for the soul. Story exploring, especially your story. Not to mention the stories of others and the stories in scriptures, because God gave us stories to give us hope and to give us guidance and whatnot. And your life can give people hope and guidance as well as you explore your story. Now, we've talked about characters, how important it is for characters who we meet in a given setting in their ordinary world to somehow be someone who we can sympathize with, relate to. Maybe they're funny, maybe they're quirky, maybe they've got some sort of a challenge that we can relate to. And that's where I want to go in this video. This video I'll call The Character and Their Conundrums, because the character has to have some sort of problems to deal with. And usually there's an overarching problem in the story. And the problem can be that they're far from home and they're trying to get back. Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. It could be that there's something that they really want and they just can't seem to get it. Ralphie in A Christmas Story. Pee-wee in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, who wants his bike back. Or it could be something much more epic like Frodo and Sam trying to save the world by taking care of that ring and getting it to where it needs to go in Mordor. And so it can be on a really profound level, or it can be on a fairly, even silly level. But make no mistake about it. Without a problem, you don't have a story. Let me repeat that. Without a problem, you don't have a story. Every good movie, every good novel, every good biography, it has to have a problem in it or a series of problems. Okay? So we have Joseph and Mary. And their life, when we meet them in the ordinary world, is the life of every other engaged couple in first century Palestine. They're just going about their business. God interrupts their life with a call to action, a call to adventure, a call to do his will and be part of his will. And now they're greatly troubled. Now they've got all sorts of conflictedness. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what to do or how to do it, or if they want to do it, they struggle. And, here comes an angel saying, Herod wants to kill your baby when that baby's born. And they're off to Egypt for 2 years. They're living in exile, not trying to be noble. They're just trying to survive. So many times the character in the story is just trying to survive and not get killed. Now, in the course of it all, many times, for the story to really be powerful, the character will start to notice others around and more at stake than just their own well-being. And this is true for your life too. Is your life about nothing more than your own well-being, making enough money for you and yours and taking care of yourself? That's not an inspiring story. I want you to survive. I even want you to thrive, but somehow you've got to overcome. And you've got to matter in the lives of others. You've got to see others, see their conundrums and situations, and feel called to be part of something that matters beyond yourself. And now we're really talking about the hero's journey at that point. They're there to do and be something bigger than themselves. But at this point, I simply want to normalize problems and say, if you've got problems this holiday season, whether they're financial or health problems or relationship problems in the family or heartbreak, I don't want to dismiss it. I'm simply here to say you got the makings of a story, and I hope that God will give you what you need to survive and thrive and overcome and somehow inspire and liberate. And that's what heroes do, and that's what characters that matter do. So what are you up against right now? What are your options to save your own skin and to be okay? Is there anything bigger about it that you can see in your story that might be somehow helpful or inspiring or encouraging, impactful to others. All of that stuff is the stuff of life, the stuff of story, and I think good for your soul. So what are you thinking about? I'd love to hear. We will see you on the next edition of the 12 Days of Soul Care Storytelling Edition. Take care now, and bye-bye.